Welcome to my review of the Pentax MZ-3. It's one of the last autofocus film SLRs that Pentax has made on the MZ series, and I think they started making it in 1997 and ran the production up until the early 2000s. This particular copy was made after 2002. Given that under here you can see that the label is Pentax Corporation and assembled in the Philippines. So Pentax has started labeling their cameras Pentax Corporation instead of Asahi Optical Limited back in 2002. So this is one of the last MZ-3s that they have made. So without going through too much details, why would you buy an MZ-3 in 2024 or beyond? It's because they have a lot going for. So it has a proper penta prism, decently bright, and it has a 1/4000 shutter speed, which is quite decent. Only bested by the Z1, which goes up to 1/8000 of the second, or the MZS, which is 1/6000 of a second. But the special thing about the MZ-3 is it has manual dials, especially for something as recent, as new as this. It's almost Fuji-like, right? You've got the shutter speed here. You've got the exposure compensation, and you can adjust the ISO, and you have the aperture ring if your lens has it. It takes 2 CR2 batteries, but with a battery grip, which I do have here. You can use AA batteries instead. Right, this one, which it gives a little bit of weight, adds a little bit of weight, but it also adds a bit of grip, because this MZ series in general are tiny compared to the competition. Speaking of the size, right, so I've got the LX at the back, so hold up, let me just refocus. Size comparison, and the LX is quite tiny, right? This is a lot heavier, a lot more premium feel, but the MZ-3 is a bit more modern and a lot lighter. It goes well with the 43 limited. Anyway, so I do recommend getting rechargeable CR2 batteries. I think you can get one from AliExpress for 13 euros as of 2024. And yeah, just chuck them in here, and you should be able to go ahead and take shots. Right, to turn it on, right? So you need to load the film first. Right, that's how to open it. You just push down, and then load the film here, and basically just take the film tab right up until this point, and then just close it. Boom! It will automatically run or wind it to the first shot when you turn it on. Right, and from there you are good to go. In this particular case, I don't have a film loaded in. Right, to set it to program mode, let's do a tour first, right? So right here you can see the shutter speed dial. Let me just get closer. Hold up. There. Shutter speed dial. Right, there's a lock, so if it's on auto, then you have to press this button to adjust it, and then from there you can adjust, set it back to auto. Right, and then you've got the metering mode lever here, and you do have 3 different modes, even spot metering. That's your shutter release, and you have the LCD right here. Moving down, you've got the metering lock, which also acts as a function button, and then you've got normal and panorama mode. I do not recommend panorama mode because it just basically crops out the top and bottom bits of the film like this. Right. Not recommended. Alright, so on the left side you've got the exposure compensation, and you do have the drive mode as well. So it's single shot, burst mode, timer, and yeah, just timers and bracketing, I think. Right, and to change the ISO, exposure compensation, yeah, you need, when it's set to 0, it's locked there, and you need to press this button to release it, so you don't accidentally change it. Right, and then from there you can adjust. And to change the ISO, you need to shift it there to ISO, right there. And then you can adjust the ISO here by pressing the, this becomes a function key. Right, you can manually override the ISO. Right, that's the flash release button. Nothing too big. On the left side you've got the flash sync, and you can turn on and off the sound, the beep. Manual focus, autofocus switch right here. This is the optical preview, lens release, and you have the different AF modes right here. Pretty simple. Right, to switch to program, you need to set everything to auto. Right, automatic here on the shutter speed, and automatic on the lens. That becomes program mode. And it automatically changes to aperture priority when you shift the lens and open it up, right? So that's aperture priority. Shutter speed. TV mode, you set the aperture to auto and then just control the shutter speed, and then it automatically switches to TV. Anyway, and then to take your shot, right, let's make sure everything is set to autofocus. Right, up. There's the beep, and then take a shot by pressing the release button. That's it. And then even if you switch to manual focus, there's still gonna be a beep. Let me just wait for this, hold up. I'm turning the focusing ring. Oh, there you go. And then take the shot. Right. So I highly recommend this MZ camera, especially you need to find one with a brass cog. So I do have a video about it, how to find one with a brass cog. This one has one. It doesn't have the plastic mirror cogs that break over time. Make sure you're able to find one. Check out my other video for that. Also, I do recommend changing the focusing screen to a split focusing screen. The disadvantage of that is that the spot metering won't work, but you will have a split focusing screen. You can source one out from a Pentax MZM or ZXM, because those are fully manual except for the winding, and they have a split focusing screen that will fit exactly right here. Right, so it does have a a newer brother, the ZXL or the MZ-3, which is also highly recommended. I can do a quick review of that. It just has a typical SLR, AF SLR controls, which has its advantages as well. But the downside of that is that it only has a pentamirror. This one has a pentaprism. What does that mean? It means that it's a whole piece of glass in here, whereas the other one, if it's pentamirror, then it's a bunch of mirrors reflecting the light. Pentaprism is brighter, it's easier to clean. Anyway, so if you're looking for a tiny AF SLR, the MZ-3, particularly the one with the mirror, with a brass mirror motor cog, is the one to go for. And next one is the MZ-6 or ZXL, again with the brass cog. But hey, it's one of the last SLRs with manual controls. Pretty cool and tiny. Hope this helps someone. And if you have any questions, just let me know. If you want me to do another video or just talk about some of the cameras that I have, just let me know in the comments. And if you like the video, just like and subscribe for more content. I'm not doing this for views, but I'm doing this for fun. So hopefully you enjoy. Oh, by the way, have I mentioned I've never missed an exposure with this? And basically the MZ-ZX series cameras, they have very good metering. So yeah, that's it, and enjoy. Cheers, bye.